Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be responding to some comments from my video called Why I Find J K Rowling Problematic. I don't have enough time to respond to all of these properly. I've just kind of been liking them all because there is always a new comment on there and they're so long and I'm like, well, I do not have time to respond to any of these. But I'm going to try my best right now to respond to a few of them because I think a few people misread what I was trying to say in the video or were missing the point a little bit. Like, the only harsh bad comments I had were the ones where people would be like, oh, video starts at 4:20, and it's like, the beginning of the video is completely relevant to the rest of the video, so I don't know why that's your only like defense of the argument that I'm making. Like, if you want to give me a valid argument as to why my opinions on J K Rowling are wrong, I'm more than happy to hear you out. It's just don't use something else as a way to get at me. Like, if you want to have an intelligent argument with me and you want me to change my mind, give me a nice polite conversation of your opinions and your views and why I might be wrong. Give me your counter argument in a nice, respectful, mature way. Don't do it in a way where I'm just going to think, okay, they're clearly bitter about something, because if your comment comes across as angry to me, in my opinion, I am more inclined to believe that I'm the one that's in the right, because you just come across as very bitter and rude and nasty. I don't want to come across as being bitchy in this video. I just want you to realise that there is a way to give an argument back to me without being bitchy about it. And I just think most of the bad comments on here were just pointing out the fact that I started talking at 4:20 about the actual issue, when actually in the beginning of the video I'm giving you my reasoning for why I do not actually hate or have an issue with J K Rowling, and I'm giving you a bit of my own backstory so that you understand me as a person before I give you my views, because I didn't want anyone to come onto my video and think that I was just hating on J K Rowling or just trying to be a social justice warrior, because that's not who I am. And that's why I was trying to give you a bit of insight into how I feel about J K Rowling or how I looked up to her, because I do think that that's relevant to my opinions, and I wanted to give you a full, non-biased view of why I might hold this opinion towards her, if that makes sense. Most of the comments were very, very happy and very positive, and thank you so much to anyone that's subscribed to me and given me a chance. I never dreamed of having this many subscribers. It sounds stupid because I've only got 800, but like, the amount of growth I've had in a week is unbelievable. I've gone from 200 to 800 subscribers. I never thought I would ever reach that goal, and it blows my mind, so thank you so very much. I don't want to come across as harsh or cruel in this video or bitter or anything like that, because that would be hypocritical of me. I just wanted to give you some of the reasonings behind my views and tell you why it's not really that deep. I just made this video literally in January. I was bored, I'd been reading some tweets about J K Rowling and I thought that it was an interesting topic and it is something that I care about, so I wanted to give my view on it. And obviously YouTube is a place where all opinions are welcome, so if you still think I'm wrong for that video, you can let me know in the comments down below. Just try and be nice and respectful about it. I will have a nice, genuine conversation with you. I don't particularly believe that I'm in the right, I don't particularly believe you're in the right. I just think we all have our own morals in life, and if I don't agree with the morals that J K Rowling is currently holding herself to, then I'm not going to look up to her as much as I once used to. That's just the way that it is. I don't hate J K Rowling, I really don't. I still think that she's so creative and I still look up to her so much. Anyway, I've done it again. Literally, it says on my camera 4:20 and now I'm starting the video. I think I did that just to wind you up. I'm a rambler, I can't help it. That's why I don't bother with paying attention to what she says, haha. She also says Cursed Child is canon, I'm not buying it. Not that it matters, but I'm mixed. Black, white and Native American, and I found the same issue with Hermione's portrayal in Cursed Child. It was the smallest issue I had with Cursed Child, but it was definitely there. Hermione's main features and appearance, I feel, were settled when the series went out. If Hermione was meant to be black, that should have been addressed and handled during casting, not 1,000 miles down the line. She was a young girl of European descent in England, no surprise there. It's not like that people of that description are uncommon in that area. Perhaps it's true that Hermione didn't have a solid description in the books, that's perfectly fine, but when you cast someone to play her, that provides an explicit description. Casting Emma Watson was pretty explicitly stating what Hermione looked like, as physical appearance plays a massive part in whether or not an actor gets hired for a role. That was the time when Rowling should have stood up and corrected the misconception if there was one. When you go and change it later, especially when it's conjunction with 1,000 other retcons and other forms of nonsense, is kind of insulting to the audience intelligence. I'll be honest, it felt like pandering to me. For me, Hermione is white. I loved Hermione's character growing up. Her skin colour didn't and doesn't matter to me at all. It just is what she is. She's white. Let her be white. It's fine. Nothing wrong with her looking however she looks. And I agree with this comment completely. In my video, I was not trying to say that I have any kind of issue with Hermione being black. If Hermione is black, that truly doesn't matter to me as long as she is still the character that I looked up to. I was drawn to Hermione's personality, and because there is not particularly a really accurate description of Hermione in the books, like an actual full-on description of her, as a child I only had the kind of image that I was given from the Harry Potter films, so I imagined Emma Watson's Hermione as Hermione. I wasn't really given that kind of freedom to have my own imagination on imagining what Hermione looked like. I don't know whether I would have imagined her as being white. Maybe I would have, or maybe I would have imagined her as being black. I don't know, because the films had already been out, and so it kind of ruined that kind of imagination aspect to me, so I couldn't really picture her any other way than how she is as Emma Watson. I don't have an issue with how she's described or anything, and I do agree that people need representation and things like that. I've always said that, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, I'm like a social justice warrior or anything. I'm not trying to talk on anyone's behalf or anything like that, because I have no idea about issues of black people or anything like that. And I hold no issue with the fact that Hermione was cast as being black in Cursed Child. If the actress is doing a great job as Hermione, and apparently she did, I'm great. Like, as long as she's portraying the character in the right way, I think she's a great pick for the role, and it doesn't really matter what she looks like, you know? You have plays where, for example, Peter Pan, you'll have pantomimes and it'll be a girl playing Peter Pan, and it's like, it doesn't matter as long as she portrays the character in the right way. I don't care if Peter Pan is a girl. I don't want that to get lost in translation. I don't have an issue with Hermione being black at all. I had an issue with people taking issue with it, if that makes sense. The only thing I do hold an issue with, like this comment says, is the fact that J K Rowling, rather than just saying to people, listen, stop being so racist, I have chosen this actress because she is great for the role and she is talented and she can portray Hermione in the way that I imagined her character personality to be. Rather than saying that, she said, Hermione's always been black, blah blah blah, and she tried to make all these claims, and it's like, don't do that, don't backpedal, just tell people how it is. Just tell people that they're being racist and that they are not being productive, that they're just being ignorant, and there's no need to change how the character was originally intended to be from the books, just to pander to people. Just say to people, this is the actress I've chosen, she's talented, go and watch her, give her a chance. Stop being so judgmental over skin colour. Why do you see skin colour? Why can't you just see a character? Do you know what I mean? I'm getting heated up about this again. I say that I don't care about it too much and it was just a video, but I kinda do. A lot of people in the comments are asking where I got my top from. My top was from Primark. I'm sure I said that in the video, but a lot of people seem to be asking that. Maybe it's because they were skipping my longest intro. I'm so sorry about that. It's a habit I need to get out of. I think the real key to J K Rowling's attitude is how she is so desperately trying to make Harry Potter a thing again. She's understood that fans like to make theories, that fans have kept HB alive for so many years, and so she thought, well, if I make them happy, they're going to buy the stuff I put out, right? And that's just meh. Harry Potter books and films and fan theories were really enough. Now I feel like she's ruining it for the sake of money and staying relevant. As soon as she said, hey fans, we're right, Dumbledore is totally gay, I started losing interest in the series. It's just so painfully obvious that she wants to stay relevant. If you want to include the LGBT community, don't do it 10 years after and then back out of it for commercial reasons, e.g. Fantastic Beasts getting banned in China. Also, don't cast an alleged abuser to play one of the most important characters when your book is literally about overcoming abuse. I don't think J K Rowling is trying to make money for herself. She is so rich, like so rich. She was like a millionaire, billionaire or something like that, and she gave away so much money that she lost that status. I'm not saying she's a bad person, she's not a bad person, but at the same time, if you had that much money, wouldn't you donate it a little bit to charity? Like, who needs that amount of money? She is going to be loaded for life. She never needs to work again or write again, but because I'm guessing writing is her passion. Of course she's going to keep writing. Why have I gone blurry? Of course she's going to keep writing, and she's going to keep being passionate about it, and she's going to keep releasing things. And I'm not saying she's not being passionate or anything, it's just, it does come across that way to you, that she's just kind of trying to keep Harry Potter going, and maybe it's not her choice, and maybe it's not her decision. We don't know her life. Maybe J K Rowling's company, whoever she's working with, please focus, they are the ones who want to keep making money from Harry Potter, because you do see Harry Potter everywhere you go, and it's kind of gotten to the point where, to me, where I see Harry Potter merch and I don't get excited anymore, because I'm like, I've seen this all the time and I've got everything. I understand that businesses are businesses and they want to keep making money from Harry Potter, and that's fine, because I'm one of these suckers that will continue to buy Harry Potter stuff no matter what. I don't think I said in this video, I could be wrong, I don't think I ever said that she was trying to make money, because she is loaded and rich. Why would she need that? She doesn't. I just think she could stand up to the company she's working with a bit more. I don't know the kind of contract she's in or anything like that, the situation she's in, so I don't know if she's allowed to have that much kind of say on how much goes out into the world and stuff. But because we can still enjoy Harry Potter, and I love getting new merchandise and stuff no matter how old I get. It connects me to my childhood again. I'm thankful for being able to relive it in that way and to be able to keep getting merchandise, because I'd be sad if Harry Potter died out and no longer became a popular thing. I would. It's just, it does become a bit oversaturated, and I don't know how much say she has in that kind of thing, but I don't know, just putting her name on a piece of work like The Cursed Child just really rubbed me the wrong way. It just didn't feel like something that J K Rowling would or should be kind of endorsing. It just didn't feel like Harry Potter, and a lot of the fandom just does, sorry my stomach, I'm so hungry, a lot of the fandom doesn't take Cursed Child as being canon because it's just so fanfiction-y, and I will never change my opinion on The Cursed Child, I'm sorry. Maybe the play's great, I really do want to go see the play because I want to see the actresses and the actors do a great job, and I want to see how they do the special effects in the play, because that does seem intriguing to me, and I don't want to take away anyone's happiness or enjoyment out of watching The Cursed Child. If you like The Cursed Child, I'm not going to judge you for it. For me personally, maybe I take Harry Potter too seriously, but it doesn't feel like the Harry Potter universe, and the characters just seemed to, all their character development just seemed thrown out the window. They seemed like different characters. They didn't feel like Ron, Harry and Hermione to me. I've made a book review on Cursed Child before, you can go check that out, I'll leave a link in the description, but I just didn't want people to get the wrong idea. Like, I don't hate J K Rowling, and none of us know how much input she has on the whole series or what gets put out or the new things that are made, but she must have some kind of control over her own creation, and I just wish she'd think about it a bit more. And you know, I have no issues with all these new book covers being released and stuff because they're collector's editions, and I am one of these peoples collect every single version of Harry Potter book, like I am one of them nerds, and I don't see anything wrong with it. If your fans are willing to buy it, that's their choice. Like, that's on us if we're that gullible that we're going to keep buying things with Harry Potter on it. I'm not trying to hate on her, so I hope I didn't come across that way in the video, and I'm not trying to backpedal all my words or anything, because I still believe that my original video was right and that I handled it in the right way. You can still love something that someone's created and not love the creator. That was my message behind the video. Now people are going to be leaving me hate comments because I can't film. If you enjoyed this video, you can like, you can comment and you can subscribe. I hope I didn't come across too mean in this video. I just wanted to make myself clear because that video was made a very long time ago actually. So if you're new to this channel, thank you very much for subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.